The intelligence trap, David Robson. We assume intelligence protects us from bad decisions. We believe smart people think clearly, act rationally, and avoid obvious mistakes. But history tells a different story. Highly intelligent people fall for scams. Experts cling to false beliefs. Brilliant minds make catastrophic decisions. This paradox is the heart of the intelligence trap. David Robson explores why intelligence alone does not guarantee good judgment, and why, in some cases, it actually increases the risk of error. Why intelligence can become a liability. Intelligence gives us confidence. Confidence gives us speed. Speed often removes doubt, and doubt is where wisdom lives. Smart people are skilled at reasoning, but reasoning can be used to justify almost anything. Instead of asking, "Is this true?" they ask, "How can I defend this?" This is how intelligence turns into a trap. Rationalization. When smart minds protect bad ideas. The smarter you are, the better you are at explaining yourself. This sounds like a strength, but it can be dangerous. Highly intelligent individuals often build elegant explanations around flawed beliefs. They don't lack logic. They lack intellectual humility. Clear thinkers use reasoning to discover truth. Trapped thinkers use reasoning to protect ego. The illusion of understanding. We mistake fluency for knowledge. If we can explain something smoothly, we assume we understand it deeply. But often, this is an illusion. When tested, many people, even experts, cannot explain basic mechanisms behind ideas they claim to understand. Clear thinkers probe their own understanding. They ask, "Can I explain this simply? Can I predict what would happen if something changed?" If not, understanding is shallow. Why experts are often overconfident. Expertise narrows focus. While this can increase efficiency, it also creates blind spots. Experts see the world through a fixed framework. They filter information through established beliefs. This makes them resistant to new evidence, especially when it threatens their identity. Clear thinkers separate knowledge from identity. They treat ideas as tools, not possessions. Motivated reasoning. Thinking to win, not to learn. One of the most powerful ideas in the book is motivated reasoning. We don't think to discover the truth. We think to defend what we already believe. The stronger our identity around an idea, the more fiercely we protect it. Intelligence amplifies this effect. The smarter the person, the more sophisticated the defense. Clear thinkers recognize this impulse and question their own motives. Emotional intelligence versus analytical intelligence. Traditional intelligence tests measure logic and memory, but they don't measure empathy, emotional regulation, open-mindedness, adaptability. These qualities are often better predictors of good judgment. Clear thinkers manage emotions before making decisions. They slow down emotional reactions. They notice when fear or pride enters the process. Cognitive reflection, the pause that saves you. One of the strongest protections against the intelligence trap is cognitive reflection. It's the ability to pause, even when an answer feels obvious. That pause creates space for correction. Clear thinkers are comfortable saying, "Let me think about this." They resist mental shortcuts, even when shortcuts feel efficient. Why smarter people fall for conspiracy theories. Conspiracies offer meaning, control, identity. Intelligent people can be especially vulnerable because they enjoy complex explanations. But complexity is not truth. Clear thinkers prefer explanations that fit evidence, not narratives that feel clever. Groupthink. When intelligence fails collectively. When smart people gather, mistakes can multiply. Groups often reward confidence, punish doubt, follow dominant voices. This creates echo chambers where errors grow unchecked. Clear thinking requires psychological safety, the freedom to disagree without punishment. Intellectual humility, the missing skill. The most important protection against the intelligence trap is humility, not modesty, not insecurity, but an accurate awareness of one's limitations. Clear thinkers understand. Being wrong is not failure. Refusing to update beliefs is. Learning how to change your mind. True intelligence is flexible. Clear thinkers update beliefs when evidence changes. They don't cling to certainty. They don't defend outdated positions. They treat beliefs as temporary, not permanent. Wisdom over raw intelligence. Wisdom is intelligence guided by values, humility, and self-awareness. It includes reflection, emotional control, openness, long-term thinking. Without these, intelligence becomes dangerous. How to escape the intelligence trap. The book offers several practical strategies. Seek disconfirming evidence. Slow down decision-making. Separate identity from beliefs. Invite disagreement. Practice metacognition, thinking about thinking. Value truth over winning. These habits turn intelligence into wisdom. Why clear thinking is a discipline. Clear thinking doesn't happen naturally. It must be practiced. It requires patience, self-questioning, emotional regulation, openness to being wrong. Those who master it don't think faster. They think better. Intelligence is potential. Wisdom is execution. Without humility, intelligence becomes arrogance. Without reflection, intelligence becomes dangerous. Clear thinkers don't trust their intelligence blindly. They discipline it. And that is the difference between brilliance and wisdom. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Like if this message challenged how smart people think. Comment. When was the last time being smart led you to a mistake? Subscribe for weekly book wisdom. Share with someone who needs wiser thinking today.